What's up, everybody? Got another fun one for you guys today. After back-to-back days of reading and watching movies at the same time, they were in Japanese, so they were subtitles for English. But today, I got my Godzilla -1 review for you, and it will be almost completely spoiler-free. So, those of you who haven't seen it, you don't have to worry much about having it spoiled for you. Although I bet a lot of you have seen it already, as it's a big hit. So let's not waste any more time and get right into it. As always, I'm going to get my cons right out of the way. My biggest issue with the movie is that it was too short. I know it's weird to hear that said about a movie. It's usually you're saying it's too long, but this one, it was missing about 15 to 30 minutes. 30 might be a little high, maybe 15 to 20, which kind of goes right into my next complaint because it's literally where I think those minutes should have been or needed to be. It's specifically the opening scene that I think needed a big chunk of that extra time. To give a brief breakdown of what I'm talking about while avoiding as many spoilers as possible, the main character was a kamikaze pilot. He deserts his mission, lands on an island, and Godzilla attacks. That's a brief overview of how it opens, and I needed a little more. To be more specific, I think they should have shown more before he deserts his mission because I was so close to tearing up towards the end for him, but I was just missing a little bit of his story and time with him to care enough for it. Then to close off this section, the planning of the final battle, not the final battle itself, the lead up to it took up too much time. Another place you could have moved somewhere else to enhance the story, but that's it. That's all I got from my con section on this review. Now let's move on and talk about the pros. Kicking it off is my favorite part of the movie, the visual effects. I'll preface by saying I know they have different regulations in regards to work and everything, so the fact that the movie cost $15 million is a bit concerning, but I want to give the workers their praise because they did a hell of a job and their work paid off. I mean, there were some scenes where you could tell me the budget was that, and I just straight up say you were, I don't even care if you're hooked up to a lie detector test and it says you're telling the truth. I won't believe you because it looked so good, especially when Godzilla's powering up. I mean, hell, just whenever Godzilla's on screen, it was jaw dropping. Next up is the balance between the Godzilla stuff and the human stuff, which is usually out of whack. Even though it did drag in the lead up to the final battle, everything else was really compelling, and god damn it, I finally cared about a human character in a monster movie. I can't even remember the last time that happened. Then, I thought the entire cast was good. There wasn't a standout for me personally, but as a collective group, they were good, even though I had to read the all the subtitles because I sure as hell don't speak Japanese. And I'll wrap this section up with the end of the movie because there was really good emotion at the end after the final battle. I said I was on the verge of tearing up, and that is true. I won't go into too much detail, but there's two scenes where you feel it, and maybe you'll shed a tear. I hope you do. But I was a little bit away with my connection to the character to shed one. And so that'll do it for my review of Godzilla -1. It's easily my favorite MonsterVerse movie, and honestly, Universal should just stop making them because there's such a crazy difference in quality. It's not even funny as this one lands at a 9 out of 10 for me personally. But as always, I want to know what you guys thought about the movie, so let me know down in the comments below and make sure you have a great day.